She's asleep on the egg that is next to hatch. It's so cute. It's like she's saying, I'm here for you. Come on out, don't be scared. I'm right here. I'll keep you company. But it's so, the humidity is so high in there that I can't actually show you much that's going on, but we have a little silky. So the humidity needs to be higher in order for the egg shells to soften and the babies to come out, which means that we can't really see much that's going on in there at the moment. But we have the 2 leg bars that were the original ones to hatch out. One hatched out yesterday, one hatched out in the middle of the night, and then this little silky was actually the first. You really can't see, hopefully you saw her earlier on in the video. She was the first one to actually pip through her shell, but it took her a long time to actually get out of her shell. So because my memory is so rubbish, just a reminder for myself that this is the temperature that the incubator needs to be at, and this is the humidity levels that it should be at. And there's the temperature and the humidity there. You can go higher with the humidity. We're just following the instructions on this particular incubator. I have this heater here in the room as well, just so when I open up the incubator to take out eggshells, which you can see there, to top up water to increase humidity, I can heat the room up temporarily and ensure that the temperature, overall temperature in the incubator isn't affected too much. This is our setup ready for when the babies are all hatched. They stay in the incubator for a day, and then what I've got is I got one of these tubs. It actually came from Argos. It's on wheels, it has a lid, but it was about the biggest plastic container that I could find. My aim had been to take the lid, cut a section out of it and put some wire into the top, but they're not going to get out of there. It's more, I might do that if there's a concern of anything getting into them, but they're going to be in this room for pretty much all the time. This is the bedding that I've used. I've been advised that this is less dusty than wood chips and makes an excellent bedding for chicks and chickens all about. So I've used this in the bottom of the container here. I then patted it down a bit to give it a bit more of a firmer surface. I wanted it nice and thick, but at the same time I didn't want to lose them in there. This will be filled up, this will be their water feeder. I'll fill this up with water, and when we first put them in, we will dip their beaks into the water to ensure they know where it is. This can be a little bit deep for chicks and they can drown themselves in there. So I'm going to be getting some stones or grit to just fill out the bottom of that so that there's no concern. And this is where their feeder for their food is going to be. This is their brooding plate. So they hitch themselves up underneath there and stay warm. We've just switched it on, so it needs 24 hours to heat up and become warm. And then these legs are telescopic out. So if we, as they get older and bigger, we just make the legs longer, it gives them more space under there. So I'm just going to give you a little sneak look without the lid on to give you a clear look. There's one of the leg bars, there's the other leg bar, there's the little silky, and this is the next egg that's going to be, that's pipped and should be get through soon. They can take 24 hours, as the silky proved to us, to get out of their eggs. But then again, this little guy, well, the two leg bars actually, made it out pretty quickly. So there you go. I'll finish there for now because there's not much to see. And give you a catch up again in a little while. Have a good day. I know what I'm going to be doing all day. Chick watching. Chick TV. Nothing's going to drag me away from this today.